All right, we're going to move on to the next topic. Now we got some NFL news, man. This one is so disheartening for me. Oh, Lord. Former Raiders interim coach Rich Bisaccia now lands a special teams coaching gig with the Chicago Bears, signaling a whole new era in Las Vegas. Now, all right, checking out that comment. Thanks for the comment. Facebook user, if you're still watching, hit the description. Hit the description of this stream and go to StreamYard on the bottom so I can see your name. You have to click on the StreamYard link so they can read your name because you're coming from Facebook. If you don't, I can't see your name. So just throwing that out there. But thank you for the comment. And yes, as going back real quickly to that first part of the stream about Canelo Alvarez, Charlo, and Bivol. I see what you're saying. It's a matter of who's the guy who's to fight over what's money and pay-per-view buys. Yeah, exactly. And I think Charlo definitely fits that bill in terms of money and a following. Okay, so back to this topic. Once again, former Raiders interim coach Rich Bisaccia lands special teams coaching gig with the Chicago Bears, signaling a whole new era in Las Vegas. I mean, me being a Raider fan, I already kind of seen this happening. I really wish we would have kept Rich as our special teams coach / assistant head coach. He earned that right, given the circumstances that this team went through. We all know the story. I don't got to get into it. And I kind of feel like, we shitted on him. I'm not going to lie. He deserves so much better than what we were offering. I kind of feel like it was like head coach. For Rich, it was either you're going to hire me as head coach or I'm going to move on. And I feel like for Mark Davis, it was like, okay, I'm just going to interview you to give you the interview, but I know you're not my guy. I know I don't want to keep you around, so we're just going to do the interview just to say we did it and let it be that. I'll let you go your separate way if that's what you choose to do, etc., etc. So, I mean, for me, this all but assures me Jim Harbaugh is probably going to be the Raiders' new head coach. And I said it yesterday, I'm not opposed to that. I want Jim Harbaugh as my coach. But I did want us to keep Rich Bisaccia around because of the chemistry and the rapport he has with the team. I did want us to keep him as at least the special teams and this head coach. The guy earned it, given the circumstances. And I just kind of feel like we didn't even try to really give him that great of an offer to even stay at that capacity. I feel like Mark Davis went into this interview when he did give Bisaccia the head coaching interview to see if he'll take it full time. I think Mark went into it with, okay, I'm just going to give you the interview, but I know you're not my guy. If you want to stay and be special teams coach, cool. If not, we're probably just going to get a whole new staff anyway. And that's just kind of how I feel it was handled. I don't feel like they really gave Bisaccia much of a choice or ultimatum. It was all but certain that Rich Bisaccia was not going to be the permanent head coach to the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, like I said, I understood that going in. I understood we were going to get a new head coach, and I'm not opposed to getting Jim Harbaugh or somebody like that. But I did want us to keep Bisaccia around because the players have spoken so highly of him, and he loved him and the chemistry, the voice. A voice in the locker room goes a long way. And he was that voice, especially when the shit was ridiculously tough for the Raiders. And I just feel like the Raiders just, I don't know, guys. I just feel like, when you have something good, you just don't let it go. Even if you don't want it, to a certain extent, that they might want it, you got to keep it to at least a lesser extent. I would have been perfectly fine with Rich Bisaccia remaining our special teams coach and giving him an assistant head coaching tag. He earned it, and he proved that he's a good football coach. He's a good football mind. It doesn't always have to take guys who can call a play to lead a locker room. Sometimes it takes just a guy who knows just how to talk and get guys motivated and wake up in the morning ready to work. And that's exactly what he did, especially in those last 4 games of the year for the Raiders. When the Raiders were 6-7, everybody in football had that team dead to rights, dead in the water. And this guy had those guys motivated, ready to get up and make a run. And that's what they did. I just feel like he kind of got shorthanded. He could have at least still been our special teams coach / assistant head coach. And I just feel like we just, they better make up for this shit. That's all I'm going to say. Jim Harbaugh better be our next head coach. He better be our next head coach. I feel like it's inevitable that that's what's happening. Because we all know, especially if a guy like Jim Harbaugh does come in to coach his team, he's going to want his own staff. So I just feel like the Raiders don't let Bisaccia walk out the door if that wasn't the case. But, unfortunately, it just sucks. But, me personally as a Raider fan, I want to wish Rich Bisaccia the best of luck in his new job with Chicago. Hopefully I get to see Rich be a head coach somewhere. I think he's earned the right. I think, he's a good football coach. And I think that like I said, he's deserved it. When teams go and look at Rich Bisaccia's resume, you automatically look up this season. And that should be the reason why you want this guy to be on your staff and possibly eventually be your head coach. All right, we're going to move on to the next topic.